Hey guys, Chris here, back at it again with another video. And today I'm going to be reviewing the new, well actually I don't know if it's new, but the Red Bull Sea Blue Edition, which is supposed to be Juneberry flavored, whatever the hell that is. I don't know what Juneberry is, I've never had one. I don't even know if it's a real berry. But I'm gonna see how this is. First of all, let me get Beavis and Butthead out of the way here. As much as I like them, they're kind of in the way. I don't really know how to get them out of the way, actually. They're kind of tied on there, so I can't really do much with them. All right, that's gonna have to do. But yeah, so like I said, I don't know if this is a new flavor. I mean, I haven't seen it, or I mean, I've seen it, but not like around forever, so it's probably at least a newer flavor. But it's been a while since I've done an energy drink review, so this will be the first one in a while, unless I'm thinking of something. No, I'm thinking in my one other video I was drinking an energy drink, but it was not a review specifically for it. But this will be like a review specific video. But yeah, so I mean, pleasant, nice blue color. It's not like a diet version, so it's got sugar in it, which I prefer. I don't really like artificial sweetener that much. Like, that's kind of, I used to not really care and kind of just drink whatever energy drink, whether it was like 0 calories or, you know, full like this, whatever, or somewhere in between. And there are ones that are in between, like, if it still exists, I know Monster Low Carb like has a little bit of sugar, but it's probably mainly artificial sweetener. Even regular Monster has artificial sweetener in it, which is kind of weird, but, and they still have a ton of, well, even this does too. So I guess you can't really escape it if you like energy drinks. But yeah, let's, I'm gonna crack this open. Smells good. Kind of smells like, what does it smell like? I don't know. It kind of just has like a, not like generic berry smell to it. Almost like a little bit of like raspberry and not like, how do I put this? I was going to say like an exotic berry, like gooseberry, but it's not really an exotic berry. It's just kind of like a, it's like this smells like a less common berry smell, if that makes any sense at all. And, oh, I just accidentally, I was trying to take a peek inside at the color, but I accidentally splashed a little on top, which is kind of convenient. And I'm not going to move it anymore because I don't want to spill, but it's kind of like a blueberry kind of color, like not purple, not blue, but, you know, kind of somewhere in between. So, it doesn't really taste how it smells, honestly, which is kind of weird, and it's not a bad thing. Oh, actually, there is a little bit of purple on here. Like, it's pretty much the exact same color as this text right here that says Juneberry. But, yeah, no, I mean, this is, it's not bad. Nothing really jumps out at me about it. Just kind of, you know, it just tastes like an energy drink with, like, slightly different flavor. I don't think there's any, yeah, there's no like Juneberry specific flavor. I wish I wasn't filming so I could look up what a Juneberry is and if it's even a real berry, because I've never heard of a Juneberry until now. For all I know, it could be something, but I've personally never heard of it. But yeah, I mean, this is all right. You know, nothing special. I don't know why they would call it. What really confuses me is there have been blue Red Bulls before, and I want to say they were like, they had some other different type of flavor. I know it, I don't know why for some reason I was thinking the blue ones were coconut, but the white ones are obviously coconut. But the blue ones, I thought in the past at least, they were always like the summer edition, whatever flavor that was, and it changed like every year, I think. But this is weird for them to color it blue because, first of all, it doesn't really taste like a blue drink, if that makes sense. And it's not blue. The drink itself is like a kind of, it's more on like the purple shade. And they do acknowledge that by having this text be purple. So I'm surprised that they didn't just make this whole thing that kind of shade of purple. I don't know if maybe it's a thing where it's like, oh, blue things sell more than purple things, so maybe they didn't color it that way. Or they didn't color it like that because of that. But I don't know. I just find it a little strange that they would reuse, and it's not even like a summer edition. It's just sea blue edition, and what it has to do with the sea, I don't know. I mean, this really isn't even the color of the sea. The sea's kind of more like a greenish blue, if you ask me. This is just kind of like exaggerated, stereotypical blue. But I don't know. I don't think I would buy this again. It's not bad. It's just not particularly special in any way. The only Red Bull I think I'd ever buy again, well, apart from the original flavor, I think, I remember years ago, I don't know if they still have this flavor. Years ago, there was like a winter edition that was like, I don't think it was called spiced plum, but it was some kind of like, it was supposed to be just like a literally like a winter kind of flavor. So like, kind of like if you guys have ever had like mulled wine, like not mold like the stuff that grows in, warm and damp environments, but like mulled like MULLED wine. It's like kind of like a spiced wine. It kind of tasted not like that, but like it had like a spiciness to it, and it was really good. And I think it was called winter plum. I think that's what the flavor was called. I could be wrong. If there's any of you energy drink enthusiasts or gurus or whatever, and watching this, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost 100% sure there was a flavor called winter plum, and it was really good, and I haven't seen it since. And to be fair, I haven't really been looking because it's been years since I've been like an energy drink fiend. I'll drink one from time to time, but I'm definitely not, having one or two of these things a day anymore. That kind of ended, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. But yeah, no, I mean, personally wouldn't buy it again, not because it's bad, but just, nothing really sticks out to me. In terms of a rating, let me think. I'd have to say, I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's nothing special. They could have done a lot better with this, honestly. And with it being sea blue, or at least them calling it sea blue, they probably could have gone for a more like tropical theme. Like, I don't know if they've ever, I mean, I know they have a coconut one, but I don't know if they've ever done like a pina colada type thing. Like, that kind of more, like ocean themed, like pina colada or whatever else like that. Or like tropical is what I'm trying to say, not ocean themed. And maybe they have, I don't know. Again, I'm not an expert in this. But for them to call this sea blue and it not even be blue on the inside and not really taste blue, like if they made it like a blueberry kind of flavor, or if they made it like, I don't know, what other fruits are kind of blue? Well, blueberries aren't really even blue to begin with. They're kind of more, they're more on the purple side. But, I don't know. Just doesn't really fit the feel of it, I guess. And for it to be just kind of a mid flavor too, And I've honestly been kind of disappointed with, like, the flavored Red Bulls lately. Like, the last one I had was, it was like a lime. No, it wasn't a lime. No, it was like a lime kind of one. It was the green, like the bright green one, if any of you guys know what I'm talking about. It was just kind of mid. Just nothing special. And, I've tried almost, in the past at least, I would try the different, like, Red Bull flavors, but nowadays, like, there's no real motivation outside of wanting to make a video for me to, like, buy any flavored Red Bull. Like, the the last time I bought Red Bull, like, outside of the context of a video was when I got, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and I knew I had a long day ahead of me. Oh, that was a day where I had to go to South Bend, Indiana for a football game. I had to drive the bus there. Like, I had to be at the, like, bus yard at, like, it was like 5 or 6 in the morning that I had to be there. I think it was like 5:30 actually. And I had to be in Chicago by 7:30. So they give you like 2 hours to get there, which is more than enough. But the people weren't even ready there until, like, to leave. We left there at, like, I don't know, 10 in the morning or so. And then from there to South Bend was like an hour and a half, and then it was like a 4-hour football game, and then so, like, you know, then we went back, and all in all it was like a 17-hour day on like 5 hours or 4 hours of sleep. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I actually never ended up drinking the Red Bull, which was kind of funny, but it was I don't miss the football game days. And now I'm still driving a bus, but it's a lot more consistent what I'm doing. So I'm very glad for that. I really don't miss the, oh, yeah, you're going to be doing it this way one day, and then the next day, and yeah, you're never going to have a weekend off, and blah, blah, blah. I can't say that I miss that era of working at my current job. But I am very grateful for where I'm at there now. It's a lot more consistent. But yeah, no, this, I don't know. Would I recommend buying it? Maybe if you really like Juneberry, or if you're really into Red Bull and you haven't had it yet. But apart from that, like, if this were to be like your go-to thing, I don't know, I personally wouldn't recommend it. You can try it, but I mean, for buying it multiple times, I wouldn't personally. Nothing against Red Bull, it's just, I think they can do better. I really think they can do better. They gotta be more creative. They gotta be more ambitious, like they were with the spiced plum. And maybe people didn't like it. Maybe that's why they tried it and they were like, okay, we're never gonna do cool flavors like this ever again. And they're just kind of doing lame, like, berry flavors. But I don't know. They gotta step up their game. They can't just have they can't just be filming, you know, BMX people on off-road trails forever and count that as, you know, most of what they do. They got to come out with good flavors that people like. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this eventually, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.